I teach a class on this in Georgetown. This individual appears to be what we call a nihilist. And not to get into too much detail about their ideology, they believe that no lives matter. I believe that calling this or investigating this as an attack against Catholics, I believe, is a little disingenuous, and it plays into the far right's narrative about Christians being under attack in this country. Clearly, since this person went to this school, it appears to be, and we don't know their background. But I think that we're starting to see the creepings of the politicization of this tragedy.
So a Georgetown professor and former D.C. Homeland Security chief now saying the FBI investigating the horrific shooting as an anti-Catholic hate crime is disingenuous and a false narrative. So let's welcome Republican Florida Congressman Carlos Gimenez. So Congressman, first, your reaction. This is a hate crime, right?
It's definitely a hate crime. Look, a friend of mine sent me a clip from this individual as he was preparing for this, and it's obvious to me it's a hate crime. He had a target with Jesus's picture on it. He had all on his ammo. He had anti-God messaging. He hated kids and all that. So obviously, yeah, this is a hate crime, and so it needs to be investigated as such. It just seems that, to me, it seems really interesting that any time that you have anybody, maybe somebody from the right that did something to somebody on the left, that's a hate crime. But when it happens from the other way, no, we can't even talk about it. This is just a random act. No, It wasn't a random act. This was planned, and this individual really had some major problems, and he really did had some hatred in his in his body when he perpetrated this heinous crime.
Yeah, horrible, horrible act. So get this. Listen to what Rosie O'Donnell is now saying about this shooter.
This was a church inside a Catholic school. And what do you know, was a white guy, Republican, MAGA person. What do you know? White supremacist.
I mean, where is she getting her information?
I don't know, but when I saw the clips there was "Kill Trump" was one of his magazines, so I don't see where she gets that this guy was a MAGA guy. This guy had transitioned into a female, and certainly not a white supremacist kind of profile. It's actually a far left profile. And so again, they're just lying about it, left and right. Hey, it is what it is, and then we got to find out why, and then let's find out why, and let's try to see if it never happens again.
So, Congressman, for the past 4 years, Democrats have been pushing the trans ideology. In October of 2024, the CDC posted a study. I want to read this from the study. Quote, transgender and questioning students experienced a higher prevalence of violence, poor mental health, suicidal thoughts and behaviors, and unstable housing, and a lower prevalence of school connectedness. Now, this shooter was not in school, but it seems that there needs to be more mental health for maybe this community. What do you think?
I believe that there needs to be, and the last thing we need to do is allow little kids to go ahead and transition when they're 5, 6, 10 years old. I mean, look, this individual himself, said that he was sorry that he did what he did, and he allowed himself to be brainwashed. And I think that actually causes more problems, could be causing more problems. And so, this whole push for this trans push has gone way too far. And I believe that this individual had problems with it. Like he said, he was sorry that he did it, right. And he was sorry that he brainwashed himself into transitioning into a woman.
Congressman, in the last 30 seconds we have, I just want to get this in quickly. I'm going to get your take. You're sitting on the select committee for the Chinese Communist Party. Russian President Putin, as well as the North Korean president, the chairman is going to be in China for their big military parade next week. What do you make of those three attending and being the honored guests at this parade?
No, look, we know we have it's 4 points to this. It's North Korea, it's China, it's Russia, and it's Iran. Those are the big players. That's the new axis of evil. The fact that they're all going to be together doesn't surprise me one bit. They are our biggest threat. It's the biggest threat to our way of life, to Western culture, are those 4 nations, and they want to destroy our way of life. We better wake up to that fact.
Thank you, Congressman Carlos Gimenez from the great state of Florida. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.